We are where fear begins. I am Oliver. They always said there was a strange energy beneath the seemingly calm flow of the Missouri River. When I found a small houseboat where I could stay for a while on the riverbank, I paid no heed to these rumors. The wooden walls were old. The metal ropes clanged every time they touched the water. But for me, it was a peaceful place to rest. The first night, the river was very quiet. So quiet that it seemed as if the water wasn't even flowing. When I lay down in bed, the boat swayed gently. The rhythm of the water is usually like a lullaby that puts you to sleep. But that night, someone was pushing the boat from underneath. Around 3 a.m., a thump, thump, thump sound rose from under the boat. It was like someone was punching it. I sat up and listened. The sound repeated several more times. I gathered my courage and went up on deck. There was no one on the shore. The river was as smooth as a dark mirror. I shone my torch into the water. At that moment, my heart nearly leapt out of my chest. I saw a hand in the water, right under the boat. It was pure white. Its fingers were stretched upwards. When I shone the light again, the hand was gone. The water was completely empty. Someone was breathing under the water. Bubbles appeared on the surface of the water. The boat was moving towards the bottom of my house. As I crouched on the deck following the bubbles, a wooden door slammed shut behind me. I ran inside. I tried to open the door, but someone was holding it from the inside. That sound again under the boat. Knock, knock, knock. This time it was harder. The next morning, the old fisherman on the shore told me I wasn't the first person to hear the sounds coming from under the boat. There had been a boating accident on the river in the 1970s. A young man had disappeared right at this spot on the houseboat. His body was never found. They believed that the clicks coming from under the river at night were him knocking on the door. I tried to laugh, but an indescribable unease was growing inside me. I was prepared that night. I kept everything with me: a torch, rope, phone. As the hour approached, the boat began to shake slightly. This time there was no wind. There were no waves on the water again, but the boat was rocking. At 3 a.m., the sound started again. Knock, knock, knock. This time it was continuous. I went up on deck and shone my lantern into the water. Suddenly, the water turned dark. The whole river beneath me turned black. At that moment, a face appeared from the water, pale, with sunken eyes and completely motionless. Its lips moved without moving, speaking under the water. As I retreated, a hand rose up from under the boat. This time it was real. It was hitting the wood, rattling the nails. The entire boat began to rise and fall as if being pushed from under the water. I stumbled inside. When I reached the window, the face appeared again. This time it was very close. It wasn't looking at me, it was calling me. A whisper-like sound rose from beneath the water one last time. "You didn't come, now it's your turn." The next morning, the houseboat was found empty, drifting back to shore. My belongings were inside, but I was gone. The Missouri River still makes clicking sounds at 3 a.m. Fishermen still say no one can stay in that houseboat for long. Some claim to see a lost silhouette on the water's surface at night, just like me.